Hey, today I'm going to be showcasing all of these shiny mythic skins and their abilities and damage and stuff like that. So basically, I'm going to be showing skins first, and then I'm showing their movesets. This is all to prepare for the next update, so everyone knows, everyone's on the same page about where mythics are, how good they are, you know, what they do, basically. So with that being said, this is the first skin I'll show. This is Mob skin, or the Unstable Esper. You can see him right there in the bottom left. Okay, let me remove my units real quick. The skin is actually pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Let me get out the sun real quick so you can get a. Okay, yeah, here it is. Here it is without the insane glow on. All right, now this is him without his coat. You know, it's just me base. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's start from top left to right. This is Ant King's without his outfit on. Kind of just slouches over, you know. Hey guys. All right, now this is with his outfit on. Not bad, not bad. But now this is Skull Paladin. He just puts out his sword. He doesn't have any special aura or anything like that. Now this is his coat on as well. This is with his outfit on. On to the Proficient Sharpshooter, what it looks like. All right, and now we're gonna, no, this is with the clothes. The Elf Hero is next. Now her effects appear even without the clothes. Nice. And then we add the clothes on. Kind of comes together quite a bit. As you can tell, I don't have block hands, so it's like a bit weird on that part. But, I mean, hey, this is what his Thunder God looks like. And then with the clothes, he actually adds on his wings as well. Yo, low-key, like, yeah, that looks nice. That looks nice. All right, next we got Prime Garp. That's what it looks like. He has his Kaioken looking aura, and with his clothes on, he yeah. All right, not bad, not bad. Got some skin showing right there. Going on to the Flame Dragon. This is what his pose is, and he has, you know, like a fire effect. Not bad, not bad. And then when you add in the outfit, yeah, coming together. Now moving on to our boy Sukuna. Yeah, Sukuna's not bad either. Very simple, very simple. I gotta say, my favorite one out of all of them is probably Mobs. It is, I mean, the effects are kind of whack in some way with a bunch of cones that you see. It's nice. All right, let's start this showcase off with Elf Hero, or in other words, Frieren. My Elf Hero has SAA in the stats, and she also has Brawler 1 and Sonic 1. Just so you guys can keep that in mind when I showcase this defender. All right, onto the showcase. Now, the showcase is going to be very different than something I would usually do. I'm going to be doing this really, really fast. I got a lot of mythics to go through, and it's also pretty late here, and the update's coming out like tomorrow. You know, I gotta go to bed. But I will talk about the final upgrade, their damage per second, you know, how much gold it costs, stuff like that. But I'm gonna kind of breeze through the upgrades. First off, we got Frieren. This is her attack right off the bat. Upgrade 3. Doesn't really change much. Same attack, same everything. She is multi-hit though, I will add. But then upgrade 5, she becomes full AoE. Single hit, full AoE. I'll at least show the attack animation for this one. Kind of basic. But the next up one is Destructive Lightning. She becomes a multi-hit on this attack. As you can tell, she becomes multi-hit on Destructive Lightning, which is kind of nice. But then upgrade 9, she loses her attack. I will show this attack. This attack is sick, as you guys saw. It's a multi-hit, like Pillar of Fire. And then moving on to upgrade 11, the Height of Magic goes back to full AoE, and she becomes multi-hit once again. Now this is what her stats look like maxed out. All right, and you'll see her stats on the screen. You guys can pause if you want. So, but basically, if you guys don't know what damage per second is, that's just how much damage the unit does every second. Now, in this calculation and in future calculations that you'll see, I took out the trait that I have from the calculation. So right now, my Frieren actually does 3,000 damage per second, but I took out the Sonic trait and the Brawler trait. So basically, this is how she is. Kind of base. You gotta, I have a shiny, so I increased the damage by a little bit, and I also have a higher rank on mine too. But basically, this is the stats of my Frieren. without the traits. Take that for what you will. Next up is Prime Garp. His stats are B plus SS, and he has a Swift 2 trait. So keep that in mind. Alright, Garp's first attack is a really small AoE that throws a cannonball. Once you upgrade him to his triple shot, which is upgrade 3, it becomes multi-attack. Admiral Strike, it becomes a line on upgrade 5. And upgrade 7, he goes back to being AoE. Now I'll show this because it's kind of funny, but he throws a giant cannonball. Alright, upgrade 9, Monumental Destruction, he'll throw a giant, his AoE gets bigger, throws a giant anchor, just like that. Now, for the final attack upgrade, Galactic Collision, he becomes full AoE, and it's also a multi-hit AoE as well. As you can see, this is his DPS. It's not that much different at all for Freeven. In fact, Garp is a little stronger than Freeven by like 10 damage, I think. But he does have bigger range, so do keep that in mind. Next up is King. He has all A's and he has no extra traits. Alright, on to Beru. Now, Beru is multi-hit on the first attack. He also has a decent AoE. But his second attack, Acid Rain, is also multi-hit. Nothing too much changed. But Paralysis Poison, besides his AoE keep on getting bigger and bigger every upgrade, nothing much has been changing. But Tempest Thrash, he actually becomes full AoE. As you can tell, he's also multi-attack on his full AoE. But once you get his Immense Speed Slam, he's become single attack, as you can see. And his final upgrade, upgrade 11, Acid Storm, he also goes back to being multi-hit in Acid Storm. It's pretty nice. And his max level, and these are his stats, his damage per second and his total damage per second and stuff like that. Up next, we got Skull Paladin. He has B-, B-, and an A+, and he has a Swift 2 trait. Now, Skull Paladin on placement is full AoE, which is very, very nice. And his first upgrade is actually a really good damage increase for his full AoE. So I would say Skull Paladin's first, just on placement, is very, very value. But his upgrade 3 makes him lose his full AoE for damage. Just hits twice as a multi-hit. And then his upgrade 4 Lunar Edge becomes a line attack, a pretty thick one at that. But then upgrade 7? Yeah, upgrade 7, his line attack becomes a much, much longer. When you get to Void Convergence on upgrade 9, he loses his line attack to gain quite a decent sized AoE. Just a hand pops out and says hi. But his final upgrade, Twilight Termination, he actually goes back to being a line attack at tremendous range. As you guys can see, that's his range and that's his line attack. He has also multi-hit. Alright, up next we got Unstable Esper or Mob. His rank is SBA, and he has Bullseye as a trait. So do keep in mind that my Esper is 25% increased range. And on placement, Mob costs 1,800, and this is what his first attack is like. Now his upgrade to Psychic Destruction on upgrade 3, it makes him multi-attack basically. His next upgrade, Psycho Quake on upgrade 5, it makes him a line attack. And then upgrade 7, his range gets longer and his line attack gets skinnier. Upgrade 9, Psychic Awakening, makes him go back to AoE, but he does a multi-attack that shoots cubes at people. And then finally, his final upgrade, upgrade 10, instead of cubes, he actually bursts out buildings. These are his stats, so take them for what you will. Like I said, just keep in mind about the range. Alright, on placement for 1,000, Sukuna actually does an extra 15 to 20% damage in bleed. Third upgrade, Cleave Slam, increases his AoE size by a huge chunk. And that was his animation. It's a pretty cool animation. On to Cleave Barrage, he actually starts to multi-hit. Fire Arrow actually allows him to shoot a fire arrow. Upgrade 9 is Flame Arrow. Now Flame Arrow, is actually pretty sick. This is what Flame Arrow looks like. It actually has a really cool animation. But not only is the animation cool, Sukuna actually changes his bleed damage to fire damage for this specific attack. Alright, moving on to the next upgrade. The next two upgrades are just damage DPS upgrades, quite expensive DPS upgrades may I add. But the last upgrade, Dimension Expansion, makes him multi-attack, and it makes him go back to doing bleed damage. And now this is his damage per second for just one unit. His damage per second, including the bleed, is 3,000. And what it cost to get there was 81,000 gold. Sukuna is a 3 placement, so his total DPS when he can place everything down is 9,000 damage per second. And the total cost is 243,000 gold. Up next is Proficient Sharpshooter. AAS is her rank, and she doesn't have any trait. Alright, Xenon placed down is a hill unit, so she's got to be placed somewhere that's not on the ground. Actually, most of her attacks are multi-hits. You can see that's her beginning stack. Her upgrade 3 Stormcaster Arrow. Her AoE gets quite a bit bigger. Upgrade 5 Gale-Storm Barrage. She actually starts, she's basically not a multi-attacker anymore. And it was upgrade 7 Energized Zephyr. She gets a much bigger AoE as well. As you can see, it's like a Gale Storm with multiple hits. Upgrade 9 Arrow Tempest. I'm pretty sure this is just a volley of raining arrows. And then the last upgrade, Tempest Cyclone. It's basically an orbital strike, and this is what her max stats look like and everything like that. Great, and my Thunder God has B-, B+, and A+, and he has a crit trait, so it doesn't really matter for this. Alright, for Thunder Shinobi, or Thunder God, which he does in first placement. His third upgrade, Thunder Blow, doesn't really change too much. But his fifth upgrade, I meant Micro Mayhem, makes him a line attack. His sixth upgrade, Grasp of the Abyss, makes him go back to a pretty decent sized AoE. And then his ninth upgrade, Stormforge Havoc, doesn't really change too much, but I'm pretty sure it makes him a multiple attack. And it looks pretty dang cool. And his last upgrade, Pyre Cyclone. I hope I said that right. This is his stats maxed out, and he continues to hit multiple times. Alright, and finally, last but not least, Flame Dragon God. He is B-, C+, and B+, and his trait is Hunter 2, the Fire Dragon God. I'd like to add, Flame Dragon God sets people on fire and deals 30% extra damage because of that. So whatever damage he's doing, just add 30% extra, and that's how much actual damage he's doing. And when you upgrade him to his upgrade 3 Scorching Push, he doesn't really change too much at all, to be honest. But his upgrade 5 Inferno Heat actually makes him a multiple attacker. As you can tell, he hits multiple times. And then his 7th upgrade, Burning Fury. It's a pretty cool animation in my opinion. Alright, and his 9th upgrade, Draconic Chaos, makes him a line attack. And his final upgrade, upgrade 11, Pyroclasmic Sphere. I hope I said that right. I want to max upgrade him. With this upgrade, he becomes multiple hit, and as I said earlier, 2, 3, he does 3 ticks of 10% damage, making around 30% damage every single time he sets someone on fire. 30% extra damage. Anyways, this is his stats on screen. This also includes the damage over time, so this is his total DPS with the fire damage. That's basically it for this video. I'm pretty sure I showcased every single mythic. Hopefully I didn't miss any. Like I said, this is in preparation for the update coming, I think Saturday today, right? Like later, it's pretty much in the morning right now. It's like 3 a.m. for me. So with that being said, hopefully I'll see you guys sometime. Bye-bye.
I think I'm in love, say it way too often. I can't play these games, think I'm switching up the offense. See me in LA, I be moving cautious, I can feel no pain rolling up, I'm so exhausted, I be so exhausted. Whoa.